we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Second and 11.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 56 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there, because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder, because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
Yeah, on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll look to throw again. Guys, man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Quick.
Now a first carry here for Robinson.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. You look at this Steeler defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They interplay one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. On the RPO, that's complete right side. 3rd down and 13. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Hey, report. Report. Go ahead. You.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 50 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. A try here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Second and 14. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Here now, 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9 now. Throwing left side, it's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Falcons 7.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Falcons at 2-7 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Moore, the motion man right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 3. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Jackson now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And now an audible here into something else. Back to throw here. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the 36-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception and a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, we got a big play. He gets the points. That really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second and 1 now from the 21.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. To throw is Jackson. That's taken in by Higgins. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Throwing is Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
They're on the 34-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
He'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnover.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
He's on his way.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Yards to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
They come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD's second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is, how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And this is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, report! Report!
From the gun, it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Now they'll change things up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Here we go. Check.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Steelers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Next to score, Steelers 48, Falcons 17.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Fighting his way through contact.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Go.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Jackson on 2nd down.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Jackson. And now here is another interception. Brandon Smith picks it off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
65 Jack. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Hey, check that. Check that. You ain't going nowhere.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game. You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Moore, the man in motion.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now it's Jackson off play action.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Again, Jackson.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now it's Jackson.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hey. Go ahead.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
No, we changed it.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future.
And my goodness, another interception. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Come on. Set. Smash. Cowboy 80. Third. Right there. 19 Lion. Trap 60. Go. We ain't giving up nothing.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They're going to look to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely wanted one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
At the 23-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Hey, middle.
Now it's Jackson. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Jackson now.
Caught left side by Mechie.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pick at the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
This 2nd and 4.
To throw again is Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Many times the mindset of a play caller after a quarterback's thrown an interception on the previous drive is to come right back and give them a throw to get their confidence back. Give them something easy, get a completion, kind of get them settled again. Instead, this ball was tipped in the air and almost turned into an interception. Offense trying to make a big play, defense trying to make a big play, turned into an incompletion. So now maybe they can back off a little bit, try to relax him, and get him something that'll work.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Report!
They'll run with Robinson.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Hey, hey. You are. Yo.
One last shot for Jackson. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
Hey, Ozzy. Check out. Middle. Go right here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin, certainly.
2.